Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gray Men Prepping. It is time for an informational day known as Tactical Tuesday, where we talk tactics, gear, and more. Tonight's topic: when the ammunition is gone. And how's everybody doing out there? All right. Let me hop over here and take a look and welcome everybody in. Aha! Now, I noticed yesterday, Uncle Al made two comments on there about sharing it out to his community tab and stuff like that. Of course, it's not showing up there today. Surprise. So actually, Uncle Al was first went in yesterday. Today it's got Aiden there, then Uncle Al, then Shadow Scout Swede, then Ben's Over Acres, and everybody's talking. And Super Scout came in, Idaho Garden Girl, Phelan Clan Wolf, Daniel Barry Sports Highlight, Kaylin String, Utah Mike. Yeah, scrolling down here, everybody's talking. That's good. I like it when everybody talks. Josh at Skinner Farms is here. Lewis, it's the Marshmallow Man. And Howie, Food Forest Permaculture. And, of course, it's the non-active duty Marine, Steve at Corsair Trainers. Notice I didn't say former Marine, because once a Marine, always a Marine. He's just non-active duty right now. All righty. Still dealing with the cold and stuff, but I picked up some Hall, so I should, help my throat do a little bit better. I also got the box of secrets out. So, yeah, I look like a pharmacy here in front of me here tonight. And Joe's in the house. Big Grow Big TV says he'll be back in 5. Wow. Man, I tell you, this last week has been killer on me for this stupid head cold my grandsons gave me. One in particular. Actually, I got it from Daniel. The others had pink eye. Daniel had a head cold with an earache, and that's what I got. And man, it's been whipping my butt this time. Alrighty, so let's see what we got in. We got 15 in here. Of course, YouTube's not giving me an update on the number of thumbs up, so alrighty. Hey, Tibor, how's it going? So with this topic tonight, I want to look at it from two different points. One side I want to look at it is not the side. The first side I want to look at it is not what everybody is thinking about. The second side I'm looking at it is, oh yeah, we shot everything off, and now we can't shoot anybody anymore. Only 10 likes and 15 watching. All right, 5 of you, hit that thumbs up if you haven't hit it yet. All righty, so let's look at the what I got here, and some of it I'm going to start a little comedy here. All right, so as you can see, I'm trying to plant some seeds here to make them grow, but I don't think they're going to grow. I'm sure maybe noticed I had 38 specials in there. Oh, it actually came out. I can actually read it. It says for law enforcement use only, not for retail sale. Can you imagine where I got those from? All right. So you say bullets. I say freedom seeds. And of course, we got 9mm in there. And next one is this one is it just made me shake my head and cringe. It's like, what, really? Because I put up freedom seeds. Friggin' stupid picture pops up. A flower shell that gives life. The first shotgun shell that fires flower seeds. Share for life. Flowershell.com. Had to be from California or Oregon. So, yeah. All right, here we go. All right, now we're getting into our nomenclature. So you got the Freedom Seed. Everybody guess what caliber that is. And then you have the Commie Kernel. Then the NATO Nugget. Pooh Bear Pew. Police Pod. Cowboy Egg. Boomer Berry. McCullum Crack. But they don't have my sons on there. Hang on a second. I got to grab my sons here so you can see it. Yeah, everything on there is really nice. And hang on, it just does not want to open. There it goes. Okay, those are all nice, but those are kind of small. I mean, come on. Hang on, let me shift this around here. We need the big one. We need the 4570. Either that or a 600 nitro. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Nothing for the little round things that come out of my daisy. Yeah. All right, next one here we got. What's the next picture is? All right, so what do you do when there is no ammo? Now, the first side I want to look at, I want to look at the hunter side, the food gatherer. Now, what are you going to do when you fire your last shot and you brought down a deer and you realize you don't have no more for another deer or a rabbit or whatever else? What are you going to do? Have you planned on the unthinkable, the unimaginable happening, and you go to the box and it's empty? There's no more. You go to the cabinet's bare. There are no more. You go to the locker. You pull out, and the big can that was full of powder is there ain't nothing in that big can. It's empty. You can't reload. Yeah, let's see. Reload, bends over acres, back to bows, Tibor. Yep. Hey, the American Indian did bows for a long time. Europe did bows for a long time. Russia did bows. The Mongolians did bows. The Chinese, the Japanese all did bows for a very long time. It wasn't until some guy figured out, hey, if I take some pig poop, take this white crystalline stuff coming off it, mix it with this yellow powder here and this and the coal, and I mix it all together, I can make black powder. Yeah, the Arabs had bows too. So did the Israelis and everything else. Yeah, I think every culture in the world has used bows at one time or another. Sharpen a stick. All right, Steve's going back to an atlatl or a javelin. Yeah. Or is that okay? It jumped. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately for us, I got. Let's see. I got 3 bows in here. I got 2 more out in the cargo container. My son-in-law has one. My daughter has one. My son back in California has one bow, compound bow. He also has a crossbow, cross pistol. gun samurai. Oh, Uncle Al's going to get out the sword and go crazy on them deer and rabbits and everything else. Excuse me. Got to use another thing here to settle the throat down. Actually, I loaded it up before the abomination took office. Mm-hmm. He made a slingshot hunt game. Now he makes them for people. Yep. And of course, old school traps. There are a lot of ways. Now the question is, how many of you have practiced, other than Tibor, who obviously does archery shooting? How many of you practice? I need to start practicing my bow again. I haven't practiced with my bow for several years. Let's see. 2017 was the last time I was really practicing. I was assisting at scout camp at the archery range. But there are other alternatives which nobody's mentioned here. Of course, if I had Dave from Southern Ohio Prepping here, he would have fired it off right off the bat. No pun intended. Now, I know I've talked about it before with some of the other things, is the air rifles, and some of those are getting friggin' nasty with high speeds and just, absolutely, knockdown power. Yeah, I know. I got to pretend like I'm a newbie again and start from the beginning. Yeah. And Josh says he practices with his compound bow, also cross pistol. So I do practice with my sword. So I do work out with my sword. So if I'm out there hunting and a deer comes running down the trail, I can stand at the side of it as he comes by before he realizes what's happened. Separate the neck strap from the body. Just probably have the sword yanked out of my hand too. But as sharp as those swords are, it will bring it down. Of course, my daughter also has her swords. She was took fencing in college, and she also was practicing with my katanas before she went to college. So, all right. So there are some things to. Oh, Joe's back. Hey, Joe. I'm going to bring that down since I don't got any more pictures. There are a lot of options of weapons for hunting with. Bow is probably the number one. And of course, if there starts to be a word I want to use here so that AI doesn't go, if there is a degradation in the manufacturing and movement area of our money-making process here in the United States. One of the things, probably one of the things that I'm probably going out and buying a lot of will be a lot more bowstrings for all our bows, and a lot more arrows, and then more tips as well. Yeah, that it does. But And my daughter, had been training her for a couple of years before she went off to college. And when she got there, her first semester there, she got her stuff, and then she saw they got a fencing club, and she went over and she, was talking to them and stuff. And they asked, well, what sort of sword you set? Everything we just said, what sort of sword you set or skills do you have? They were thinking fencing, and she said, and she goes, katana. And they looked like, okay, hey, Shawnee, how's it going? So yeah, she basically her fencing skills as a in college for as a newbie. Our cabin in the woods, how's it going? But my oldest son, I mean, at scout camp, he goes, okay, I'm gonna do the archery and merit badge. Had never picked up a bow before. Goes over there, sits down, da 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 da. When he got done with at the end of the week, um, the oh shoot, the camp master there comes up and goes, "Hey, our archery guy wants to know if your son wants to stay here for a couple of weeks and work over at archery and teaching people how to shoot." Because they thought he'd been shooting for a long time. He's just has a natural hand-eye coordination for archery, shotgun. Oh, he loves shotgun. He loves skeet shooting and rifle. And it's like, nah, he's got to go back. We got other things planned for the summer. But his younger brother, though, he struggled with the archery. But I mean, he was doing all sorts of trick shooting with the 22 rifle. So one of the things to consider, there are, like I said, there are a lot, and you start Googling ways to hunt. Now I've seen traps been mentioned several times. Um, yeah, I can imagine the traps that Steve has built. And yeah, so well, the main thing tonight, I just want to get people thinking and talking in the side chat about what skills they have, what traps they use. Has anybody taken a snare building course? I know they have courses out there. You go for you learn how all the different type of snares and fall traps for small animals, stuff for squirrels and rabbits and that sort of size stuff. Mm, yeah, blowpipe, and actually you can get the blowpipes, blowguns, whatever you want to call them, here in the United States for some states. Some states like California has outlawed blowpipes, blowguns. Yep, rat traps will take squirrels. And if you don't wire the rat trap down, the squirrel will try running away because sometimes it doesn't quite break the neck right, and he'll try running away with the trap still on him. But speaking of squirrels, rabbits, and such, I know Kaylin has an air rifle. I believe it's the 177. My son has a 177 and a 5 millimeter air rifle. And I got a 177 as well. And we're talking about the old pump up ones, not the pre-charged pneumatic ones, which are just absolutely devastating. Box traps, very good. All right, snares are You need a ton of professional snares. Picture wire is one and done. Yeah, yeah, your Daisy pistol. All right, your Daisy pistol is a is 177 caliber though, right, Kaylin? I thought you'd mentioned 177 before. All right, low guns are legal in Sweden. Woohoo! Let me see if I can bring this up here. Gotta uh, do the proper search on it here. You know, I searched Amazon for PCP pre-charged pneumatic air rifle, and they're actually, you know, some says, oh, I guess it says under lever air rifle, which is, but it has the thing on there, so I'm not sure why it says under lever. But there, you know, you can see with the tubes on it underneath there here, like the you can get some so you got the tube tank under it there with the barrel on top, and 177 for the Beeman. So that's a pre-charged one. There's your tank. Probably get like maybe 10 shots off, and you got to recharge it. But if you can get 2 or 3 good shots off, quick succession, you can take out several squirrels or rabbits or whatever. Now I've seen some guys talking about not using picture wire, but they use a copper wire for a snare. And I must admit, I've not watched the videos fully. Just kind of looked at it, okay, and moved on. Leg snare or leg traps, the old traps, yeah. How much is the charger for it, for the pre-charged pneumatics? Well, there's several different ways you can do it. You can buy the pumps, and the pumps come either 120 volts or 12 volts, but they also have the hand pumps from the 3-stage hand pumps. So you can pump up the big bad boys that, that you pump up to 4,500 pounds per square inch on it. But yeah, there are a lot of different ones on here. And they have bolt action, and they have semi-auto, and then they have full auto, Patsand 30 caliber full auto, but it has problems too. But yeah, so there are a bunch. Oh, now you see those small tubes? Oh, that's one has a big tank on it. You can spend as much on an air rifle as you can a regular, gunpowder rifle. But the thing is, you don't have to spend, insane amounts per shot for an air rifle. Ha 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 ha! Checked off is pretending he's a CR. But there are a lot of different ones. Here's a semi-automatic air pistol. This is in 177, but yeah, that'll get the job done. This is for the Umarex gauntlet. The Umarex gauntlet is actually on my wish list. And that was back at the top here. There's the Umarex gauntlet. And it comes in 22 or 25 caliber. So nice. Anyway, so that's the air rifle side. Now let's see what Amazon has in the way of crossbows. That has a lot of good reviews on it from those out there on the good videos on it and stuff about it, because it's good close quarters for going through the brush. Now, those of you that have never shot a bow before, but you use rifles and stuff, crossbow is probably what you want to go with, because you're used to holding it like a rifle. You know, it works like that. You're going to find it much easier with that. And it looks, wait, this one looks like it has the fishing thing on it too. I'm going to bring that one up. Yes, you're going to go fishing with your cross pistol. So, yeah, there are a lot. Yeah, they got a lot of good good ones in there. So you got your wide ones, and a lot of them are going to the compounds, and then the fold back compounds like the bat. And so there are, and just your regular recurve ones and stuff. You have a lot of possibilities in out there now. So things to think about. I mean, anyways, a bow, crossbow, cross pistol are all a lot quieter than most rifles. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Mad Chick Acres is in the house. So, you know, I would say for everybody, probably your best bet, go ahead and get a crossbow now and get yourself a good supply of arrows and arrow fletching repair kits and a bunch of different heads, because they just screw in and out of the bows there. And so most people say outside 30th crossbow bolts fly in a downward arc. Yeah. Crossbows are legal here, but you need a license for them in Sweden. Gee, I think that dates back to the knights in armor and stuff, and the castle sieges. But anyway, so you know, I would suggest a crossbow if you want to have a backup for your rifle. You know, and you may be like Anthony Pimento Prepared. He likes his. And some people have, once they've gotten a crossbow, and then they venture into regular bows and stuff, but they like the crossbow so much because, ooh, I can shoot it all day long, and so long as I don't damage damage an arrow shaft, it's cost me nothing. So Hang on, let me drop the link here. I forgot to drop the link. I'm sorry. So any of you alternate hunters want to come on up here and spread the word around? Yeah. Yeah, the two deer that I shot, the deer was less than 20 yards away. Less than 20 yards. And the one, I wasn't even ready. I was just hiking up to my point, and I crossed one of the trails. I got about 5 feet past the trail. All of a sudden, right behind me. And it's like, dang, if I'd been ready for that sucker, I could have gotten it. All right, get a lever cocker for the crossbow or a, yeah. A lot of these new ones, if they'd come with the lever cocker built in, just for that purpose. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Now I know Steve could stir up a lot more conversation on this on Monday morning. Telling everybody on the Island of Misfit Toys that you can't have a rifle anymore. What are you going to do? Froze. Hi, Teresa. How's it going?
Yeah, I like my 22 and my 12 gauge.
Yeah, but if you're out of ammo, what do you do?
Yeah. I like my not my crossbow. I'd like to get one.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I actually have my son looking at the various big caliber air rifles. He's stuck on big caliber right now. He's got his 45-70. Actually, he's got several 45-70s, several 30-30s. He has a 308, and it's like, dude, when are you going to get a 22? And he kind of looks at me like you're crazy, like 22. I remind him, hey, for what you fire 175, I'm 145-70, for one shell, you can get a couple boxes of 22s and shoot all day long.
Are you able to make those bows for those crossbow things?
Oh, the bolts for the crossbows.
Yeah.
So the aluminum shaft ones, supposedly you can buy them. One guy was talking about making them and stuff. I watched this video for about 2 minutes and I got it saved. I just never went back and watched it. But he was showing he has a little jig. He puts it in there and he cuts it off and he threads it and does everything else to it. So yeah, you can do it, but you got to have to do it properly. You got to have the jig to set the tubing in to do the cutting and do everything on it. Yeah, I have a hey Mark, I have a Golden Eagle recurve compound. What I want is the Anita Eagle, which is the breaking recurve compound. And I saw one of the guys shooting it when it first came out at the gun store there in Concord, California. And he was, it's like he pulls back. He had an overdrawn, so he had a short bolt, a short arrow on it. Pulled back, then he let go and went whack as it did its thing. You could not see that arrow in flight at all. It was just like a 22 rifle shot, and it buried completely in the target and was sticking out the back side of it. It was like, damn. And he goes, yeah, I went out hunting with it a couple weeks ago. He goes out and I shot a deer. It went right through the deer, and the bolt kept on going, or the shaft kept on going. He goes, I couldn't find it.
So
Hey,
fun-
All right, there we go. Tibor has jigs for making arrows.
Yep.
Yeah, way cheaper than you can make your own, and it's also you from repairing them. You know, if you're shooting it, you tear the fletching off and stuff. It's like, yeah, you need to, you get started. Okay, and the Robin Hood movies, like the Kevin Costner one, where he puts two arrows in there, rips the one thing off, so he gets them to fly right and go and take two guys at once. BS.
So fun fact about fiberglass bolts for your crossbow. So those little, well, not little, the fiberglass poles you can buy in bulk at like Home Depot or some of the farm stores and that, they're cheap. You can cut them. You have to do it right. You can thread it. You have to do it right. And you can fletch them. And they're heavy. They're solid fiberglass. And sometimes in this early spring, you can find them sprouting in parking lots where they used to plow the snow. And sometimes they're just falling over and that. So at that point, they're litter. Just pick them up, and they may be a year or two old, but generally, sure, you can make. I wouldn't use it for a regular compound bow because they're a little heavier than the hollow fiberglass ones, but they got some beef to them. And but in a crossbow, yeah, they're short. They're only 12 inches long or 8 to 10, depending on what your crossbow is, and they will fly and they will not stop.
Yeah.
You gotta do something about that cough.
Yeah. Oh, well, all right. Every year for the last 15 years, I get a winter cold like this, and the cough sticks around for months. I call it my catch-22 cough. I cough, it irritates the throat. The throat gets irritated, it creates a tickle, makes me cough some more. And I go through bags of the cough drops. Last year, nothing. I'm like, amazing. I haven't had to take my Mucinex. I hadn't taken cough drops. It was great. Since I got this cold. Yeah. Holy moly. Thank you, Dioris. Cool. You know what I would like to do. I do have PDFs on how to do it. I would like to make some black powder. Practice making black powder until I can make some good stuff. I will actually put in a muzzle loader.
Question: what's a better air rifle, a 22 or a 177?
It
22.
depends what you want to shoot. The guys that go hunting, they use either the 30 caliber, the 357 caliber, the 40 caliber, 45 caliber, 50 caliber, or 72 caliber, depending what they're hunting.
In an air rifle?
Yeah.
In an air rifle.
That's some big money air rifles.
Oh yeah. It's like the one I showed here, the one that's Sam, that's on Amazon. The 130 caliber one was $1,092 or something that I just showed you earlier. That's one of those ones that yeah. You can go hunting deer with that.
Still got to buy rounds for it, or ammo, or whatever you call it, for slugs, pellets, or make your own if you're good in that.
These are sugar free. The cough drops I use are sugar-free. There's a channel of a guy up here in Idaho. His channel is Clay Hayes. I don't know if anybody's out there seen it. He makes bows all the time. He makes them, sells them, gives some of them away. Does hunting with the bows. Clay Hayes. Boom, 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 boom. Clay Hayes, here he is. And he's been doing all sorts of, he's been doing the emergency kits and stuff, and reviews on them. And so let me grab his link here. But playlist here. Well, he also does flintlock, muzzle loading, building bows. He has a playlist of building bows there, and he's got several others. Does knife making, primitive bow and arrow. Has a playlist, 8 videos in there. Went hog hunting with bows. Had 10 videos there. Where's this other one? But the other one, he was doing a good series on it. Oh, traditional bow hunting. 55 videos, folks. You want to learn about stuff like that. 82 videos on building a longbow and more. Wooden arrows, how-to guide. 16 videos on making wooden arrows. I mean, he has so much more on his Patreon if you're into Patreon. But yeah, he does, you know, I mean, I just watched sit there and just watch some of his videos. It's like, damn, that guy's got skills. But yeah. Yeah. The guy is good. I mean, and he's up here in northern Idaho. Because I know he went to northern Idaho YouTubers get together a couple of years back. 2 years they did it. He was up there going to it.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those bow things and learn how to make those arrow things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, I have so much respect for this guy. He has mad skills when it comes to the bow. I mean, the only one that has more skills that I've seen out there doing. Of course, he builds his bows, he builds his arrows, he goes out and hunts, he does everything. But if you want to see some good shooting, Lars Anderson, guy shoots old school. Yeah, everybody, most people, they put the arrow if they're right-handed, they put the arrow on the left side and pull it back. Yeah, Lars he'll keep several arrows in his hand. They'll just right side to right side, like they used to do before archery became a competition. If you look at some of the old pictures from the Crusades and stuff, everybody shot. If they were right-handed, they shot and they shot and put it on their thumb. They weren't putting it over on the other side. That is a modern thing. Well, Sexy Cooking, you're welcome in. So when it comes to, and of course, slingshot, getting far away from bows, slingshots, there's all slingshot technology has gone, wow. They not only, it was wow when you had surgical tubing back when I was a teenager or pre-teenager, and they came out with a wrist rocket. That was like, that was light years ahead of the regular slingshots you could buy in the store or make. And it's like, wow, you're not using rubber bands. And now they have these the exerciser band things, they're using on them. And they're just, let me see. I'm going to look that up here. We're getting up some stuff. S slingshot.
I keep a wrist rocket or slingshot, the folding handle one, in my go bag.
Yeah. All right. So there's your Daisy BB slingshot wrist, basically the wrist rocket.
That's
and
it.
then here's the ones with the hunting slingshot, and it's got the big old bands on it. This one has 3 of the surgical tubings on there. So they got all sorts of ones, and then you're getting into these ones here with the wide strap on it and stuff. The one that Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping had was just I don't need that. Was just amazing, and of course then they got slingshot rifles. I mean, the crank pull on that thing is insane. But yeah, and the one that Dave had like 3 of these exercise straps on there, and it was just amazing. And of course, this one had laser on it, But they also have whisker biscuits that go up in the fork, so you can shoot an arrow from a slingshot. Hey, Star, how's it going?
I've never looked at slingshots on Amazon. I've just always had a wrist rocket.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my, there is a lot of stuff out there now.
Yeah, and these two here, these are the tactical ones. They got a flashlight on the bottom, so you can hunt at night. But I'm gonna open this one up in a new tab. Just there's your slingshot rifle.
Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the green laser sight.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet that you could put a whisker biscuit on that and fire an arrow out of it. I mean, it makes it even narrower than any other type of crossbow. And the more powerful you get on your either your tubing or you get the straps and stuff. Oh man. I can't find the one. There was one of the. I'm hoping. Let me try. Let me go back up to the top. Go just strictly the rifle on it. It's showing everything. Okay. One of the rifles has the wide. It doesn't have the tubing on it. Has the wide, heavy duty exercise straps on it, and you can't pull it back. You got to cock it like a crossbow. But I don't see that one here. I don't see that one. But as you see, if you want something like a rifle, but you don't have any ammunition, something else to look at.
Pebbles, rocks.
Mm-hmm. Ball bearings out of car axles.
I used to sling 50 caliber lead balls out of mine. Of course, I broke it, but they didn't go very fast, but you couldn't stop it.
Oh, yeah. So there is a lot of so this has like the archery release on it too when you pull it back. But slingshot ammo. You can get, it comes 39,000, 3,900, 21,600, all sorts of different amounts you can get. But yeah. Oh, here we go. This is the Umarax Air Javelin CO2 powered air rifle with 3 carbon fiber arrows. But the problem is, CO2, you got to fill up those cartridges again. That's what I like about the precharged pneumatic one. It's just, you got to use the pump to fill it back up. But yeah, there is a lot of fun stuff out there, guys. And the thing is, get some of this stuff now. All right, Prepper 101. Yeah, lots of marbles. There are a lot of marbles out there. You get marbles cheap. Thank you, Howie. So, just I mean, with hang on, let me bring us back down here. So, for the cost of the 4570 here, actually, for the cost of all the boxes of ammunition I've bought for my son for birthday presents and Christmas presents, because he asked for this stuff, could have gotten a good pre-charged pneumatic air rifle and a hand pump, the 3-stage hand pump. And of course, in a SHTF Milwaukee situation where everything's gone down hills and you got cars sitting everywhere with lead acid batteries in there. Ooh, lead. You could take all the those batteries out, and once they're totally dead, you can't use them anymore. Then you take the lead out, melt it down for the bullets for your pre-charged pneumatics or for your slingshots.
Just don't drink the contents of the battery.
Yeah.
I will save that for the snowflakes to drink, and I'll take the warning label off the battery. It says "Do not drink contents."
Tell them, drink this; it'll charge you up.
Oh yeah, glass marbles and ball bearings from the shaking up the spray paint can, clunk 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 clunk.
If you really want to get creative, you can take the airbag sensors out of the fronts of vehicles, and there's I think it's about a 300 thousandths diameter steel ball with gold plating on it. Not much gold in it, but almost like a silver bullet.
Yep.
But it takes a while to get them out.
Well, it's gold plated. That's probably safer to shoot into an animal, not worrying about getting any lead poisoning in the animal.
Yeah, we tried melting one once to see how much gold is in it, and it just vaporized.
Yeah, it's gold plating. But yeah, there's a lot of options. The atlatl, javelins, the boomerang. Hey, down there in Australia, they've been hunting things with the boomerang for a long time.
Just got to get a good one and practice a lot, and don't lose it.
Or triple-aught buck.
Yep.
Let me check something out over here real quick. Here, we're getting to that time. All right, got that up. Hopefully tomorrow I will have a video number 8 out for the Prepping for Beginners series. And I'm working on editing it. I'll hopefully finish editing it up tonight or first thing in the morning, get it out tomorrow. I may put it out on Friday instead and do it as a premiere. That way you get plenty of lead time out so everybody can see it for that. Who's got here? Yeah. All right. So coming up tomorrow, if I get a video out, I get a video out. I will be doing an exercise video tomorrow morning. Thursday night is the midnight ride. Starts at the 5-minute countdown starts at 5 minutes to midnight tomorrow. Thursday night. Friday over on Camp Patton Family Compound is suggested by Butch at Sand Hollow Homestead. The topic is daily grocery versus monthly staples. And what precipitated that was what he saw at Costco over there in Nampa which is over by Boise. Saturday, Dr. Paula Ruffin asked me to do something on security cameras, since I've been using security cameras about 20 years now for my haunted house and around my home in California. So, and I put them up on my brother's houses and all his nieces and nephews and stuff. So Saturday, Survival Saturday is going to be about security cameras. Monday, got Tammy coming in. Mark, are you going to come in too for the dairy canning?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Mark will be there too, telling his experiences, talking about canning dairy, canning milk, canning butter, canning cheese. Yes, you can can these. And people have been canning these things long before the USDA was even around to say, oh, no, you can't.
You can't can milk. It's pasteurized. Sorry, I had to go there.
It's pasteurized. Okay. And then next Tuesday, this one is just right up Steve's alley. Steve, this one's right up your alley. Away from home disasters. What do you do if you're on vacation and suddenly you get hit by a tornado or a hurricane or an earthquake or a big chunk of rock fall out of the sky, or the economy goes boom while you're on vacation and everything goes to crap? What's your plans? So that's what we're going to be talking about next Tuesday. Speaking of things going, I've seen only a few things on what's going on in New York. Has anybody been following what's going on in New York?
No.
With the truckers.
I've been following it, but I haven't heard from anybody I know. I got to call my cousin tonight. He's a driver. He goes through New York. I'll give him a shout and see what he says, and I'll let you know.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting. I have not been tuning into the news. If I'm in on my computer, I'm watching. I'm supporting channels that support me, watching their videos, and not always commenting, but I'm playing their videos because I got 4 computers in here, and just put up a video, let it play. Put up a video, let it play while I'm eating lunch or whatever. Of course, being sick this week, I'm not going out and working in the shop, but that's going to be changing tomorrow. Good truckers, good.
Starve them out.
Yeah, I mean, if all of a sudden if truckers refuse to go into New York, all groceries that refuse to go in for 1 week, can you imagine the mass mayhem in New York?
Yeah, they're all going to be hopping trains into Jersey and Connecticut to go shopping.
Yep.
I don't even give it a full week.
Yeah, because the grocery stores have on average 3 days worth of groceries.
In New York City, not that much, maybe a day and a half.
Yeah, and they're getting restocked all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My dad was in the meat industry, and he'd be delivering something every day from Monday to Saturdays.
Yeah. But the picture I saw, I mean, there was a whole line of trucks, and the front 2 trucks jackknifed across the road.
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, oh shoot, we're almost touching. We got to figure out how to get out of this without destroying our trucks. I'm not sure how long they were there, but I saw that on Facebook where someone had posted that picture. It's like, and the cop is there just standing with his arms up like this, like, totally frustrated.
It literally only takes 5 minutes of blocking a road at the bridges or at the tunnels to back up traffic for hours into Jersey, into New York State. It can be bad really quick.
Oh, it takes 5 minutes on the San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge to totally screw up the morning commute on all 5 bridges. 5 minutes of the one of that road. Yeah, all they need to do is block Interstate 80 for 5 minutes, and all the bridges in the San Francisco Bay Area are screwed up instantly because they will report it instantly on KCBS Traffic News, and everybody goes, yeah, and runs to other bridges, and suddenly they're jammed up, and people are being stupid, and also now you're getting accidents on other bridges.
All it takes is 3 trucks on Route 4 to run side by side at 15 miles an hour for the last 2 miles, and they'll back it up all the way back into Mawa.
Yeah. And it's just absolutely insane how fast you can screw up a morning commute. And if you like, and then it's like going across the Bay Bridge. If as they approach the Bay Bridge on 80, and if they slow down to 45 or 35 going across the bridge, where nobody pays attention to the speed limit and going well beyond it, it's going to screw up the entire San Francisco Bay Area. So I hear that traffic in New York is even worse.
It's terrible. I grew up there.
Yeah. All right, so we covered what's coming up next for next week. Hopefully I'll get that video out either tomorrow or I'll do it on Friday as a premiere. But it's prepping for beginners number 8. Water is number 1. So that's coming out here. I got it all recorded. I just got to do my editing and take out all my and all my freezing on the camera. All right. Thanks, Kevin and Lewis, for coming up here. Thank you, everybody in the side chat for your input. Tibor, thank you for yours. And everybody else talking about their experience with bows and other things. The one thing I didn't mention is if you have a black powder rifle, the next skill you need to do is learn how to make black powder for your black powder rifle.
That'd be interesting.
If you know how to make black powder for a black powder rifle, and you got a black powder rifle, with all those cars that will suddenly be sitting around not doing anything, you got plenty of ammo from those batteries. And with that, remember, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps. Water, food, medicines, including, whoops, wrong one. That one's green. Including cough drops and stuff. Learn a new skill, like making black powder. And plant a garden. And if it's snowing where you're at, plant an indoor garden. I just did an indoor garden video on Camp Patton showing you how I'm setting mine up. And while I was watching Eli this afternoon, I finished filling up all my little trays and stuff full of soil, and I'll be ready to plant in them tomorrow. All right. See you guys later.
Have a good night.